afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. It is Tuesday, baby, and in the kitchen, I am not rolling alone. We have got our resident chef and foodie, Dumi Muhwai.
It's Tuesday, and I choose to have you beautiful girls in my kitchen today.
Oh my goodness, my heart just melts. And of course, as the heart melts, we have to have something delicious to go along with it, and that is Michaela. That's you, girl. Welcome to the show as our guest.
Yay, exciting.
Yeah, well, let's get into the cooking, guys. We're filling up our festive cookie jars and also celebrating my birthday, which is tomorrow, on today's Afternoon Express Masterclass with me, Balisa Dembe. Avid baker Michaela Tsuen is in our kitchen, baby, as we bake up footprint cookies, ginger reindeer cookies, learn how to make a cascading cake. We're going to be making tea bag cookies with custard and a banafi pot. If you think that this is as delicious as we do, head over to our website for all the details. Now, when you are a parent, every day is the busiest day of the week, but there is no better way to end a day than sitting around the table with our kids and sharing a meal together. Today, we're showing you magnificent moms how to make something that is just so tasty and so incredibly simple to make. I'm talking about mini cheese griller quiches. Dumi girl, lead us to the promised land.
I will lead you to the promised land delightfully, and we're starting off with our Simply Chicken cheese grillers, which are the star of our show today. All I'm doing is I'm going to be slicing these babies up because we're talking about mini quiches, right? We want to make sure we get as much flavor into these as possible. And you know the kiddies love things that they can eat with their hands, and this is why these quiches are perfect. I'm adding them into our mixture today. And the one thing I absolutely love, Palisa, as you always know, is that they are made with real chicken breast. You don't have to worry about anything there. There's no pork, there's no MSG. So I'm going to cut these babies up into some rings, and then once I've done that, I'm going to mix it all. And as you know, with any quiche base, it starts off with some milk and some eggs. Simple procedure here. Whisk up these babies to create a beautiful custard, and then from there add whatever seasonings. I've kept it simple today. We're just adding a bit of salt and pepper, and then to top it all off, we've got some cheese and some tomato sliced up in half, and then we're just going to pack in the flavor. Okay. But another trick we've added is instead of using a different kind of pastry, we're using bread. Now, Michaela, do you want to just tell us more about this?
You just cut the crusts off the bread and then you roll it on out. It's like the easiest thing ever.
I was going to say, I feel like you've taken something that is essentially so difficult. I like to say it's brain surgery, and you've simplified it. Getting a quiche crust right is just so difficult. You really need to know the measurements. You really need to know what you're working with. So being able just to use a slice of bread, cutting around the crusts, and using that as the base is what you're doing today.
Exactly, and you just coat it with a bit of butter because it adds that delicious flavor. Just give it a quick char in the oven just to crisp it up before you add your custard filling to it.
And Dumi, on that station, it seems like you're quite well on your way.
Yeah, well on my way. We're about to fill up these babies that we've made. So like Michaela said, that goes into the oven just to crisp up, and then you start filling your babies. I've got our Simply Chicken cheese grillers that we've got here. I'm using the smaller muffin tin. If you want to use the bigger ones, you're more than welcome to do so. But I say if we're trying to keep it as petite as those little tummies we're trying to feed, then keep it, you know, as nice and small as, give it a taste, girl.
Let me have a taste of these quiches. I mean, you have taken something that I believe is very, very difficult. I'm a savory type of girl, and this is another savory option to add in that very same cookie jar, and that's what I'm here for. So let me have a taste.
Have a taste and let me know. And obviously, most people would think in this instance, if you want to add flavor, crunch. What would you?
Michaela, you came through. The crunch is there. I love this. Is delicious, Dumi.
It's very delicious, and you can add in all those flavors again. If you want to add more veggies to this, perfect. Add more veggies into this. This goes into bake into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 180 degrees. It's very simple. All you want is you still want the egg custard to be a bit soft in the center because it's going to keep cooking when it comes out. But like you said, perfect addition to that cookie jar.
And Michaela, for yourself, you're an avid baker. Every time we have Michaela in the loft, it's all about things that go into the oven, mix it up, and its deliciousness. When it comes to creating the perfect quiche, is there, first of all, something called a perfect quiche? And secondly, how can we get it right every time?
If you want to cheat it, just buy some puff pastry. That's a good way to go. Make sure you blind bake correctly. Otherwise, you're going to get a soggy bottom that's uncooked. So blind baking is important. And make sure that your egg custard is always seasoned well.
Okay,
That's
got you.
key. Seasoning.
Is everything. Well, tick, tick, and tick. If you are an avid Afternoon Express follower, you already know the tip and trick of blind baking. You already know the soggy button that we're trying to avoid. So listen all the way to Michaela and Dumi as we create magic. Now, we all dread the end of year madness, but let's keep mealtime simple with Simply Chicken. To get your hands on this delicious recipe, please do visit afternoonexpress.co.za. Remember to follow @Simply Chicken on Instagram for more quick and easy recipes. Yummy.
South Africa, what's happening? It's this beautiful lady's birthday today. Palesa, happy birthday, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Don't get emotional. Don't get emotional.
I won't.
Don't say speeches. You stopped me when I wanted to say my whole speech. Let me speak, right? I started this journey with you almost 2 years ago, and I cannot imagine doing it with anyone else. I wish you only the best that this life has to offer. I wish you only the best. This is not just from me. I'd like to take the credit, but it's not. It's from me and the entire team saying to you how special you are, how much we love you, how much we appreciate you, how much you have made Afternoon Express a pleasure to all of the viewers.
My goodness.
We absolutely love you. And happy, happy birthday. Come on, everybody. Help me with happy birthday.
It's a celebration. Well, let me make my wish. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for the beautiful cake. It is amazing. I can't wait to dive into it. Thank you to everyone who has made my birthday so far so special. And South Africa, I got sprinkles. Thank you so much, Dumi. Thank you so much, Michaela.
Well, more festivities and celebrations after the break.
This Wednesday evening at 7:30, 5 potential cooking stars compete to earn a spot in the grand finale. And joining the judging panel is special guest, actor, model, and entrepreneur Maps Maponyani.
Your hero ingredient today is mixed veg.
1 hour is all that you've got.
Who will be Mzansi's next cooking star on Color Your Plate with Koo?
Absolutely divine.
And just the clever use of our mixed veg.
And our winner is...
Wednesday at 7:30 on SABC2.
Hooves on the roof. If you're hearing hooves on the roof, it may just be our ginger reindeer cookies that we're about to make. And later on, we'll be learning how to make a lavish tiramisu cascading cake. Okay, cool. Afternoon Express kitchen where the energies and the enthusiasm is truly here this Tuesday. Now we're going to be making something that is for celebrations and that is also good for absolutely anyone in the household. Now it's that time of the year to fill up those biscuit tins and cookie jars as we're going to upgrade your holiday baking with these gorgeous footprint cookies. It's not only going to have the kids lining up with their glass of Moo Freshness Clover Fresh Milk cookies, but it will also have the parents and the grown-ups asking for more too. Dumi, you already started. I love that. Michaela, you also now have to play catch-up. Let's keep the good times rolling. What needs to go into this recipe?
So it's a basic sugar biscuit recipe, which you can find on our website. And we've done it 50 million times on the show. So yeah. If you don't know by now, guys. What you want to do is take a round tin, cookie cutter, and cut out some rounds onto your rolled out biscuit dough. And then we are going to take some of our chocolate flavored cereal and make little imprints in there.
Oh my goodness, this is what today's show is all about. We're keeping it cute in the kitchen. We're keeping it cute, showing you how to decorate those yummy cookie goodness. And not only that, but you can transport your cookies to be anything and anything you want.
Anything you want. And we've been talking about filling up your cookie jar. So whether you want to gift this to someone or whether you want to just get the people involved with this festive season, this is perfect. So we're making the footprint part of our cookies. And you've started the base of it. And now people must be wondering how you get the toes on there. All you get is a little piece of that cookie dough that we already made, and I'm rolling it into small little balls, and then from there, using a bit of water to stick them on, I just add that there and then press it down. So what's going to happen is as you press it down, it's going to help make sure that everything comes together and it doesn't fall apart as it bakes in the oven.
And as you're doing so, I believe cookies and enjoying cookies is not complete without a refreshing glass of milk. You know, I'm one of those people who grew up, whether it's warmed up milk or whether it's straight cold from the fridge, it's always just pairs nicely with a nice cookie. And Dumi, I can see that you got some, is this bear claws or reindeer claws? Let's be honest.
Whatever claws you want them to be, South Africa, it's completely up to you. But I love what you're doing because you're dunking it in some of our Clover Fresh milk, which is superior quality, giving you and your family the best, all thanks to that triple protect. It's basically like having a little cow in your backyard, right?
And Michaela, you are so right. Whilst you're making our kitchen a mess. She is messing up these chocolate-flavored cereal pieces everywhere. But this is the most delicious sugar cookie.
Isn't it just? It's just like one of those, it melts in your mouth a little bit. I always like my sugar cookies to get a little bit of a char. So when they go a bit browner than they should.
Yes, I like that too.
Go browner, guys. It's caramelization.
It's better.
A good thing. Yeah, exactly.
These cookies seem so simple to make. I mean, Mzansi, we really did whip it all up in a matter of 0 seconds, essentially. It is goodness. It's something that the kids can get involved in, and it's absolute cuteness as well. Paired with some fresh clover milk, just goes down the right pipes. Now, if you would like to get your hands on this recipe, just head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
I'll go. But one of you said, oh, he's back. Move way.
Clover Fresh Milk.
Made with love by Clover.
Now today we're filling the cookie jars and we want to find out from you on social media. Do you like your biscuits baked from the oven or made from the bakery? So it's about, do you like to do it yourself or do you like to go to the pros? Make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Now, if you hear hooves on the roof, it might just be our ginger reindeer cookies that we're about to make. And later on, we'll be learning how to make a lavish tiramisu cascading cake.
Protect what matters and get a quote for a life insurance plan that suits your needs and stand a chance to win one of 8 Samsung Galaxy S21 phones plus 100 gigs of Standard Bank mobile data for a year. To enter, SMS the keyword LIFE to 31492 to get a callback and a quote. It can be. You could be a winner.
boys, as soon as we finish one thing, one of the best smells in the world is Christmas bakes straight out of the oven. No matter where you are this Christmas, the warmth and aromas of fresh bakes wafting through the air will take you back home to Christmases spent with family and friends. For me, Christmas always meant packs of assorted cookies. So today we'll be making ginger cookies, and it tasted good. A firm Christmas time favorite, and even decorating them as reindeers. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Michaela, when we have you in the loft, it's all about baked goods.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and this is something truly, truly special. So if you want to know how to make these bad boys, listen up carefully. One of the best smells in the world is Christmas bakes straight out of the oven. No matter where you are this Christmas, the warmth and aroma of fresh bakes wafting through the air will take you home to Christmases spent with family and friends. For me, Christmas is always meant packs of assorted cookies. And so today we're going to be making ginger cookies, a firm Christmas favorite, and even decorating them as reindeers. This looks so cute, you two.
And that's what we're about. It's that time of the year where you want to get cute, you want to get celebratory, you want to make everything just look pretty. And it starts off right now with our ginger reindeer cookies. And before we go too far, I need to make sure that I take a beautiful amount of our rama, because it's gonna be the base of our cookies here. We're melting some of our rama into this pot, and then with that, I'm going in with a bit of golden syrup. Now, this is the base for our ginger cookies. Just some of our rama there, and then I'm going in with our golden syrup, and I'm gonna make this batter here, or rather this dough, and then this dough is in essence gonna come together from the rama, our dry ingredients here. I've got some flour, I've got some caster sugar, and then that ginger powder that goes in, because this is the ginger part of our ginger reindeer cookies, a bit of salt, and some baking powder.
Domi, whilst you're throwing in everything, every child, I think it's safe to say, Christmas time is their favorite time of the year. They get together, we get to share in food, and not only that, in warm Christmas memories. How was Christmas normally spent in your household?
Well, if my grandmother, rest her soul, was the woman that I think she is. She was constantly baking, and whenever she bakes, she uses irama. Whether we were making scones, whether we were making jam tartlets, whether we were making queen's cake, she would always faga the rama inside of there. So knowing that I can be able to sort of recreate some of the recipes she made with the same rama is, in essence, for me, the best thing ever.
It's iconic. I mean, Michaela, Christmas looks different in different households. We all grew up with different traditions, different cultures. How does Christmas look in your household?
We always had biscuits because my one aunt used to make like these amazing biscuit packs. So obviously she used rama in all her products.
Yeah.
But also we would do 1 year braai, so one South African year, and then the next year we do one Chinese year, which is great.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got the very unique opportunity, and I think a lot of South Africans can relate because we have so many cultures that are just kind of that we all identify with and that unites us. And yours is just definitely one of them. That is so cute. And what was served up on the menu? Because also, you know, Christmas is not Christmas without food.
Obviously braai,
Yeah,
but then
braai.
if you do the Asian side of it, it was always like stir fries or like roasts, like Chinese style roasts and stews and stuff. Yeah, roast vegetables with lots and lots of rama as the base, because you need that decadent.
That fat.
Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
In our roasted veggies, I'm all for it. I mean, Dumi, for yourself this year, Christmas looks a little different for you, hey?
It looks a little different, and I see you're getting excited to try that cookie over there because that's what it'll be about. It'll be about creating memories with my little one, and this is why this cookie is so perfect because you're able to make it and then decorate. And I see Michaela's already gone ahead of us here and started decorating these ginger cookies, and you can do whatever you want with it. We've chosen to use the pretzels because that's the reindeer part. We've got those antlers that go onto there, and then if you want to, you could add a little red nose there if you want to.
Oh, the ginger. It's speaking the languages. I love that. This
You
is
got that kick
delicious.
after a while.
No, listen, it took some time to hit me, and when it did, it definitely came through with a flavor punch. I mean, in my household, we never used to really bake, but what we used to love to enjoy are those Christmas mince pies.
I didn't catch that.
Now, to make sure that the Christmas mince pies always came out perfectly and always just had that golden brown color on top, we used to just not take a spoonful of rama, but just brush the rama over these mince pies, and that will just create that golden top.
And that's what I loved about the fact that with rama, essentially it gives you such great taste and such great value because of the multiple uses. We could use it in baking, you could use it on baking. It's completely up to you.
Well, Michaela, keep making that gorgeous. And Mzansi, I mean, 'tis the season to be jolly and taste the love with ramen. To get your hands on this delicious recipe, please do visit afternoonexpress.co.za and taste the love. Now, what is Tuesdays without a giveaway? We have another Rama grocery voucher to the value of 800 Rand up for grabs. To stand a chance of winning this week's competition, share your favorite festive memory on the Afternoon Express show, Facebook or Twitter pages with the hashtag Rama Taste the Love. This week's competition closes at midday on Monday, the 6th of December. And remember, every person who has entered and continues to enter these weekly competitions with Rama will go into the grand prize for an amazing draw. Now, you want to know how much that is? I'm talking about a 5,000 Rand travel voucher. So you can spend Christmas with your loved ones wherever in SA they may be. T's and C's do apply for both of these giveaways and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
Wherever food is made with love, you'll find Rama. Taste the love.
Now let's keep the good times rolling. A while back, head of Lindt, Master Chocolatier Dimo Simatos, visited us in studio to show us how to make a trendy cascading cake. It was just time for my birthday tomorrow, so check this out. It's finally summer, and we have a very special treat for you, Mzansi, because visiting us in the loft is Lindt Master Chocolatier Dimo Simantos. Dimo is about to teach Dumza and I the A to Z of making a gorgeous cascading tiramisu cake. Dimo, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
It's always good to see you because South Africa, you know, when you see Dimo, there's going to be just amazing, glorious range of chocolates. And Dumi, you've also had some quality time with him, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's not waste his time. Show us what we need to learn.
All right, so today we're going to be assembling a 3-layered cake with chocolate mousse and white chocolate ganache.
Oh, okay.
So we're working on the tiramisu kind of flavor profiles, coffee, chocolate. And it ties in quite nicely with this type of, or style of cake, where we're going to unveil it, where the ganache is going to coat the top and bottom.
The actual body of the cake.
And it's going to create this kind of cascading kind of look, which in Italian, I don't know if you guys know, tiramisu, essentially meaning pull up.
Okay, look at us learning, and that looks gorgeous. It's an art piece on its own. So this is a true challenge for us. Dumi, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so step one, we need to take some of this white chocolate ganache, and you're going to place a little dollop on the actual cutting board. All right, so just spread it out. That's going to be the glue for the first sponge.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
so that's about good.
Okay.
All right, so take your first chocolate cake sponge, place it in the center. All right, so that's going to prevent it from slipping and sliding. All right, so now we're going to have your piping skills.
Okay,
all right, so,
challenge accepted.
Okay, so you're going to pipe like a little circular motion around the outside.
Oh, like this.
Yep.
Okay, so when piping, you definitely need to put your whole wrist
You're doing
into
quite well there.
I tried to do it all in one go. So.
And then you're going to do a ring of the white chocolate. Just grab it kind of lower if you feel you can't.
Yeah, okay, from the top.
And then you can put another little blob of chocolate mousse in the center. All right.
Stunning. Oh, Okay, so this is just basically adding
Pretty much
those
just
different
making
layers
two kind
and
of
colours.
textures. Of course, we're using the Excellence flavor range, so you can use any of them.
Okay.
And we always speak about this when dealing with the Lindt Excellence range. Today we're using it in baking, but it's quite perfect to enjoy on its own.
Exactly. You can select the flavor choice, enjoy anything from your touch of sea salt all the way up to your 85.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to repeat that by sandwiching another layer of the chocolate cake.
Is there something important to consider when layering a cake specifically?
Well, look, if you want to get perfect layers, you should kind of center it, kind of press down from the middle, and then it's okay if some of the mousse comes out the sides.
Yeah.
We're going to use that a bit later to kind of clean it around and
coat.
smooth it out.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we'll repeat that action.
Okay, so Demo, when it comes to the flavors of Lindt, you always come through with options and a flavor variant.
Yep.
Today, what are we focusing on? What flavor did we use for our cakes?
So the cakes, I've used the touch of sea salt.
Okay.
I just wanted to go with something neutral. But then in the mousse, I've added a little bit of the 85.
Something a bit more richer.
Exactly, and paired it with a bit of coffee. So the 85 goes really well with coffee, big, bold flavors combined.
Awesome.
So,
Stunning.
All right.
And Demo, I don't know if anyone told you, but tomorrow is my birthday. So I'm going to be definitely using these skills when celebrating. Oh, there we go.
Had a
That was
pop
the
there.
Demo. That was the birthday surprise I was looking for. But essentially, this is pretty perfect to use and an easy skill to try at home.
yeah, it's super easy. I mean, it's just three layers. Last layer, place that on top. And again, just center it so it's nice and stacked evenly. Press it down slightly.
Dumi, we don't want a leaning tower of Pisa there.
Yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm making sure that there's no leaning on my end as well.
All
But I
right,
think...
so the top layer,
Yeah?
you're just going to place a little bit in the center, right?
Okay.
And you're going to use your little offset tool just to spread it out and give it a top layer.
So I should add more.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Just
And that's
like that.
just simply just pushing it around. And
Oh, and this is why you also have our cakes on a pivot, because then we don't have to kind of try different
Yeah,
angles.
exactly.
We can just move it like this.
so all I've done is just placed a little plate, side plate, at the bottom, cake board on top. It's a real quick turntable you can create at home.
Oh, perfect.
Stunning, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But we're not done with our cake just yet, because essentially we are calling it a cascading tiramisu cake for a reason.
Yeah.
So the next step of the cake, which we're going to get back to, is going to just add those elements, ne? That
Correct.
chocolate ganache.
But before we get there, I need you to take this funny-looking tool. You're going to grab it kind of like I've got it. And then all you need to do is kind of scrape it along the outer edge just to smooth out any of that excess mousse that might be kind of sticking out.
I feel like Bob the Builder. Building my house step by step, but this is
Actually doing
deliciousness.
pretty well.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of our work.
Halfway done to decorating our delicious cakes. I'm going to take this cake and call it my birthday cake. And if you would like in, just head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the recipe and ingredients list to make this Lindt-inspired cake. Now, we will be back just to show you how to decorate the cake. But please do remember, we're giving away 1,000 Rand hamper of Lindt Excellence delicious range of chocolates. To enter, please do head over to our Afternoon Express Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and tell us which Lindt Excellence flavor is your favorite. Is it 70%, 85%, orange, mint, or sea salt? C's and C's can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
Welcome back, South Africa. And we've still got Dima Simatos in the studio from Lint with us today. And if you're wondering what we're doing, we are continuing with our Lint cascading tiramisu cake. And if you're wondering how well myself and Palesa did, well, take a look.
We're back with our cascading tiramisu cake masterclass with Lint's master chocolatier, Dima Simatos. Now we're getting ready for the cascading part, and this, Mzansi, is the very first time for me, so wish me luck. As we are counting down officially to my birthday, we got to make this count.
Right. So, you ready?
I'm scared. No, let's get it, because I want to get it perfect like you.
All right, so first thing I need to do is just get my collar on.
Yeah, we already have our
In the
collar.
meantime, you guys can start mixing your ganache. We've got the hot cream into the chocolate.
Okay.
So that's going to create this very nice, thick, shiny chocolate sauce. And remember, this is now a mix of our milk chocolate, the extra creamy, and a bit of a touch of sea salt in there, just to balance it out.
Okay, so you mirrored the same sea salt flavor that was in the chocolate cake. You added it to the ganache here. You know, Lint is always just the finest, most exquisite level of dark chocolate.
Remember all the Excellence flavors? They're all at that kind of semi-sweet dark chocolate. You still get quite a bit of sugar to balance out.
And you touched on it, Bali, when you mentioned the fact that Lint Excellence itself has got that smooth, delicate, you know, it got like an end taste of like sweetness to it, compared to other dark chocolates that tend to be slightly bitter.
Yeah.
Lint, on the other hand, is quite smooth and delicate.
And melting down this ganache was so simple.
Okay. So there we've got nice, shiny ganache. I'm just trying to catch up to you guys, because you guys look like you're the pros now.
Okay, let me then take a little bit of a break and enjoy some chocolate then, since you are catching up. Now, Dima, when it comes to creating this beautiful cascading tiramisu cake, a lot of us have seen it trending on social media, and we always want to get it right. So what's your biggest tip or trick when it comes to creating it?
Look, I think make sure that your collar is kind of rigid enough to support the ganache that's going in. If it's kind of flimsy, it might not kind of hold the structure, and make sure that you're using Lint chocolate to make your ganache.
But Chef, not all of us have collars. Not all of us have chocolate collars, so then what do we do?
Right, so I'm just using plastic that you cover your school books in. I'm just using double kind of layer, just to give me a little bit of a thicker structure.
So you know when they're saying back to school, you're also stealing the stationery for your cake. I love it, I'm here for it.
Okay, so my ganache is ready.
Mine is ready.
Mine too.
All right, you guys ready?
This is delicious, wow.
There's 3 steps to this. One is pouring the ganache over the top. Then we're going to take a little bit of cocoa powder, and we're going to give it a nice coating.
Okay.
And as we're pulling up, it'll kind of stretch out that cocoa powder, creating that kind of cracked effect.
Is it safe to pour?
Go for it.
Dumi's already poured.
Yeah.
Okay, when it comes to also getting the ratio right of the cream to the Lint Excellence chocolate that we did crumble in here, is there something also to remember? Because this is quite a nice thick but still runny ganache. It's not too stiff, let's say.
So the ratio is super simple. Any of the Lint Excellence, you're going to do a 1-to-1 with fresh cream. So same amount of cream to chocolate.
Easy peasy.
All right.
And you said quite a thick layer of the cocoa, right?
Yeah,
Because
give
you
it a
wanted to
nice
create
thick
those
layer.
cracks.
Remember, we're kind of imitating the tiramisu kind of look and feel.
Okay. Well, my cocoa powder is all over my plates, but I'm not complaining. It's adding to that rustic feel, making it look even that much more beautiful. Okay, so
Are
we're
you guys
done.
ready to tiramisu?
Okay, so this is, you know, the proof is in the pudding, as we always
Right,
say.
so you're going to have to give it a nice steady pull up, right?
Okay, so we're not rushing this process.
And as you
Oh,
do
this
that,
is easy, Chef.
it's just going to release and create your...
I'm so excited! That was super simple, and I also can see that the cocoa powder ends up immediately separating from each other, creating, I kind of want to take it back to a safari. It looks like a giraffe, like, you know, like a giraffe skin on the back. This is beautiful.
That's what I was planning.
We get it. Lovely.
Right, last little sprinkling of white chocolate, or just place it next to it on the side as an added kind of feature. And there's your tiramisu cake.
Do me for yourself.
Essentially a pull-up cake.
How's it going?
It looks amazing. I think this is quite the gift for you for your birthday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the perfect birthday cake for you.
Thank you. And again, I'm so glad that you broke down tiramisu, meaning pull-up cake.
In Italian, yeah.
In Italian. So when it comes to the flavors, I definitely do taste the sea salt when I took a bite. But are there any other flavors from the Lint Excellence range that we could substitute with, possibly?
Definitely. We could use our 70%. Any of the high cocoa content to match up with the coffee flavor. and then something just to offset it, something sweeter, and then you can play around. You can use mint if you wanted to give the tiramisu a little bit of a coffee and mint.
I've done the coffee and orange with you one time, and that was amazing.
I want to try this with a milkshake. How about that? And if you also want to try this beautiful pull-up tiramisu cascading cake, just head over to our website. But remember, we are giving away 1,000 Rand hamper of Lind's Excellence delicious range of chocolates. To enter, simply head over to the Afternoon Express Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and tell us which Lind's Excellence flavor is your favorite. 70%, 85%, orange, mint, or sea salt. T's and C's do apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
Lind Excellence. Refined chocolate pleasure. Lind Master Swiss Chocolatiers.
It's always such a treat spending time with Dimos and Matos, and can I tell you, that cake was even more delicious, so I'm so here for it. Now we're keeping the festive times rolling, and we're showing you how fun festive season baking can be. Whether it's a cookie with your coffee or your tea, or in this case, a decadent cup of custard, shaped like tea bags, dipped in chocolate and chocolate vermicelli, and served up with a spoonful of custard, these tea time treats are as cute as a button. And Mzansi, it's the small things that count. It's got my name on it. How cute are these? So teach us, lead us the way.
Sure. You start off with obviously your sugar cookie recipe, which we've already done today. We've added a bit of cocoa to it, so that's why it's a different color. And you want to roll it out until it's nice and flat and rectangular. So when you get a circular shape, just cut the edges off, and then you'll get to this. And you want to use a ruler, and it's the perfect size for your tea bags. So left-handed problems.
I was going to say, that's when teamwork makes the dream work. I could have helped you, girl, but you got it under control.
We've got it. And you just want to cut little rectangles out of it. Actually, I can just do it this way now.
Free-handed.
Eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. And it's just that simple because, you know, take me back, Dumi. These were the tea bags from back in the day.
These were the tea bags from back in the day, and I'm loving the fact that we can actually enjoy them with some clover custard this time, because whether you're saucing it or pouring it on top, whether it doesn't really matter. I mean, I enjoy my clover classic custard in jalo just by itself. You just hey, and you're going in like I would. You're just pouring it in there.
More is more. More is more here. Let me tell you something. Continue, girl.
All right, and the simplest part here, before I even continue, I want Michaela to just touch on what she's doing now, just to show us exactly what she's doing.
So we've cut them into rectangles, and then you cut the edges off to give it that tea bag shape, and you just use your reusable straw and just poke some holes into it so that we can put the tags in them.
Yes, and that's what I've just done. I've added the tags to our tea bag cookies here. You can use any string of your choice. Obviously, we've chosen this one because it also looks very nice.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, just make sure that you put it on a nice rack that also has a tray underneath, because that's where you want your the chocolate drippings to go onto. But hey, this poor girl.
Are you having fun there?
It's pre-birthday celebrations. I understand, my friend.
Yeah. Listen, 10 out of 10 from me. 10's across the board. Dumi, we spoke about a chocolate vermicelli. What's that?
Let's call it chocolate sprinkles for people that don't. That's in essence what it is. It's the chocolate sprinkles that we're using here. And the reason we're going for that is because we want that look that you get here with the tea bag situation. You want it to still look like a tea bag. And I'm just dunking it in some melted chocolate here. And all we're doing is scraping off any of the excess. And then I'm going to add the vermicelli on the very top here to give you that tea bag looking feel, you know?
And the texture, it does completely add texture to it. And on your station, it seems as if you've got like a factory line going on.
Yeah. It's all about order.
It is
Baking's all about order. Like, as much as people are a bit crazy in the kitchen, when it comes to baking, you kind of need an order when you do things.
You do need an order. And this is definitely calling on all the sweet tooth loves in the household, because it definitely is sweet. So I'm going to need a whole lot of Clover Classic custard just to wash that all down. And if you are a lover of Clover custard, just like myself, did you know that you can also join in on the Christmas fun by drawing your own Secret Santa? All you have to do is head over to clover.co.za/Secret Santa for more information about Secret Santa search. Now, all you have to do is purchase a promotional 1 kg pack of Clover Classic custard and receive one of 5 Christmas tree decorations on the pack. So you can go on, collect them and enjoy at home.
You can definitely do that. And the other thing, Pale, that most people did not know, that these cookies are very simple. Once you've made them, all you need is about 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, depending on the heat of your oven. Bake them up, and they come out looking crispy and delightful. And we said it's a sugar cookie, so it crumbles very nice and easy.
Easily baked. It's all about the order. Keep going, girl. And let me let South Africa know where they can get this recipe. Just head over to afternoonexpress.co.za and collect those Santas.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
I think the biggest thing for me working in George, and especially over the last 2 years when COVID has broken out, was the fact that everyone's actually been needing help, they've been needing assistance, and for us we've been the first point of call. So if someone has been looking for help, they've come in, they've asked us for that, and it's just so nice to be able to actually provide them with a service that when they walk out of here they actually just feel happier and at least satisfied that they know when they go home there's someone looking out for them, which has been the greatest thing. People generally come to a pharmacy first, and if they can't get help, then they will seek help from a doctor. So for us, providing people with knowledge on vaccinations and knowledge on what they can do to prevent themselves from contracting COVID and just general health has been, I think, the biggest thing where people understand that the pharmacy can provide that service. So I think definitely in George specifically, people are looking to pharmacists, and I think there's been a massive, reliance on us, which was great because we can obviously engage with people out there a lot more, and that's been the nicest thing I think through all of this.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
Enjoy all your favorites. Made with love for 170 years.
Welcome back to your kitchen, where we are allowing you to express yourself with food, but specifically today, baked goods. Now we're getting closer to the most wonderful time of the year, and as you may have started window shopping on what gifts to give your loved ones, we've got a little sweet inspiration for you thanks to Baker's Choice Assorted, who have been sharing the love for over 170 years. Edible gifts make for the perfect gifting gesture for the foodie enthusiasts, and our Baker's Choice Assorted Banafi pots will impress any family member with a well-known sweet tooth. It's decadent, indulgent, and no one will be able to resist. So go on and share the love, ladies.
Tell me you spend Christmas without Choice Assorted, and I'll tell you you're lying.
Yeah,
That's actually true. That's like the truest thing we've ever said on TV.
I'm telling you, I think every family gather around to make memories with Baker's Choice Assorted. And today we're actually going to enjoy them with a little bit of a twist. We're adding them to a Banafi pot.
Did you hear that?
I call dibs on the nutty crusts.
What's your favorite?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, this is
okay.
like my household every Christmas. We have to outgo each other out the way, because our favorites, all of us, we love the jam. You too? We love the jam centers. And also, I love some lemon cream, so I'm just going to head over to my corner of the kitchen, honey, and I'll start enjoying it.
Sorry, I was eating a nutty crust that whole time.
All right, coming back to the actual recipe before these girls finish everything. Our Banafi pot's very simple, very easy. We're starting off with the base of our bananas, and then we're going in with a nice crack of our, a nice little breaking apart of our biscuits, whatever you choose. I'm choosing the strawberry swirls, but I think because of variety, how's about we add some additional flavor? These used to be my favorites growing up.
Me too.
It was just one of those things where I could never.
Pink was my favorite color, so I loved the wafers. Yourself, Michaela?
I used to like the strawberry swirls, but I've always loved nutty crusts.
Okay.
It's that caramelized flavor of it. Yes.
Here for it. And it seems as if this banafi is just so simple to put together. In fact, you ladies are just assembling.
We are.
You've got different mixtures here. You've got some caramel. It looks good.
Yeah, we've got some banana at the bottom, which is standard with any banafi pie. We've also got some toffee. In essence, we've got the caramel here. And then for the base, instead of having, normally it would be in a pie form where you'd have it either short crust or anything like that, we've got the biscuits that give us that structure. And we've also got some caramel popcorn. We've also got some cream. And we're just layering. We're just putting a twist on a classic and just putting our baker's twist on it.
Hello, you
with
were
that
starting.
Fresh, yeah, I'm eating already. With that fresh cream, it definitely cuts through the sweetness that this banafi comes with. So for someone like me whose sweet tooth isn't all the way up, this is something very delicious, very easy. But that is what it's all about at home. You know, Christmas isn't Christmas without Baker's Assorted. And we want you to share in the love this festive season at the end of the day. That's what it's about. And while Baker's Choice Assorted is a box filled of your favorites, everyone has a choice in the box of Choice Assorted. So let us know on social media, what is your favorite flavor? Now, ladies, it seems as if the decorating game is just what it was all about today on the show.
Yeah, I felt like I was creating a whole new creation here, and I'm going to put my last bits of... Yeah, Palisa, actually, now that we're talking about it, I'm trying to remember. And I know I started and asked, has anyone had Christmas without Choice Assorted? I don't remember. There's always fighting for the biscuits. It seems like we were all in the same house, just a different place, different area codes, right?
Yeah. And, you know, Michaela, on your side, you even alluded to this earlier. This is what it's all about, being able to just, like, at the end of what's been a very tumultuous, long year, being able to share in these treats is just something very, very special. And, Homegirl, you've already started with the bananas. You've been enjoying.
Yeah. And I had, like, 2 nutty crusts. Yeah, I'm, like, in it.
Now, ladies, when it comes to banafi, it seems as if we put it together in 0.5 seconds. What does one need to remember? What are those classic flavors that are coming through? What are those classic textures that we also want to experience?
All right, there is definitely the sweetness of the caramel that's in there. If you want to add a bit of flavor and you want to maybe just lessen the sweetness, add a bit of salt to your caramel so it gives you that salted caramel flavor to it. And make sure you've got the texture. A banafi pie has the sweet softness of the bananas, the creaminess of the cream, and then you've got the base that you've got there. So if you're going to be playing around with it and put a twist on your banafi pie, just make sure you've still got the cream to cut through the sweetness like we spoke about, but you've also got the texture either in the caramel popcorn like we've got or in your biscuits. And then the banana.
And then the banana.
The banana has to be there.
Well, all of your favorites. To get this recipe, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. There are many who may be spending time with their loved ones this festive season, so let's spare them a thought. You know, so many people like yourself, Dumi, are not going to be with their friends and family, so this special treat and this memory is for you. Share the love with an old age home, a neighbor, or those in need by making a special Baker's Choice assorted treat. And if you'd like to stand a chance of winning a hamper for sharing the love, then listen up. Simply head over to the Afternoon Express Facebook page and comment on the Baker's Choice assorted post by sharing your message of love. And you could be walking away with a Baker's festive hamper to share even more love, so get entering. T's and C's apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. If you may have missed any of the steps on how we put together these delicious banafi pots, watch the space for a quick recap.
Enjoy all your favorites. Made with love for 170 years.
Yes, we have made it. It is my birthday week, so I think it's time to enjoy. We have got so many delicious treats that we made today in preparation of the big day tomorrow. Yes, it's everyone's big day in Mzansi. So, Michaela, do you want to remind us what we made?
We made some little foot cookies. We made some reindeer cookies. We made some tea bag cookies. We made some banafi pudding. And we made these quiches.
Yeah, filling up the cookie jar indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, Dumi, when it comes to the festive season and these treats, do you see yourself whipping this up for the little man at home?
I'm definitely going to be whipping up a lot of these baked goods, but the other thing is you've asked the viewers whether you prefer to bake or have them baked.
Yes.
Hi, guys. There's something about the professionals doing it, so I like to leave it to the professionals.
It's all up to the professionals, and as we're speaking about professionals, I'm a professional celebrator. So let's cue in the good times, honey, because I have got so many treats from my birthday tomorrow, and I'd say that the festive season has now officially begun. So be sure to get all of the recipes from afternoonexpress.co.za. Then catch us again this Thursday from 5:30 p.m. as we continue to fill your cookie jars to the brim. But until then, City, good night, stay safe, and happy eating.
Happy birthday!
Thank you guys so much. Always such a pleasure, Michaela. Always such a pleasure, Dumi. Let us enjoy and be merry. This is for all the people with sweet teeth. Mwah, give them kisses. Kisses. Nothing beats being free. For breakfast with the team, family brunches, or having the crowd around for life as it used to be. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.